So your suitcase is open and everything you want to bring is in it, but it still won't close, right? So maybe you've tried to push down on it. Maybe you've even tried to sit on the suitcase and like try to zip it up, but it still will not zip up while you're sitting on it. Here's the thing though. Your suitcase is probably not too small and it's hopefully not broken either. And it's not that you're bad at this either, but the packing is actually the problem, and more so the packing process is the problem. And I can help you get that bag closed in about 10 minutes from now. So I'm touring, I've traveled all around the world for over a decade, roughly half years or so, and half at home. So this exact moment is one of the most common ones that people ask me about. This generally happens for one reason. You're making decisions and packing at the same time, which is twice the work in half the time, right? So we want to do this one at a time. So therefore, before we even touch the bag, we're going to separate this whole process into two jobs. So first we decide what to pack, and then we pack. So what I want you to do, open up your suitcase again and just gently take everything out of the bag. So all of it, and just lay it out somewhere on a bed, somewhere you can see it, on a table, whatever, because we're going to sort it all into 3 piles. Now I want to make it very clear, you don't need to unroll or unpack, just lay it out gently so that you can see everything, right? So pile 1 is going to be what you are definitely wearing on your trip. So these things are items that you actually have a plan for, or occasions in mind for, or just general absolute essential. Think along the lines of your underwear, your pants, minimum amount of pants that you need to bring, toiletries as well, but let's just focus on the clothes here in this video, since that is generally going to take up the most amount of space. So that also probably goes for like your primary shoes, anything that you actually just need, right? You absolutely have to have it on your trip to get by. Pile 2 is going to be the maybes. So that's backup outfits, that extra pair of shoes that would be nice to have, and probably like what if layers, like let's say, for example, if you have a shirt that you're kind of like, oh yeah, that would be nice to wear out on an evening, but it's not really essential because maybe you have another shirt that you could wear in its place, but it still will be nice to have on the trip, right? Or maybe that extra pair of shoes that would look nice, but you don't absolutely have to have. Yeah, you get the point, right? So pile 3 is going to be the just in case pile. These are going to be the things that probably don't know it, but you're bringing them out of fear and not out of a plan. Say you're going somewhere that's moderately hot, but maybe you're somebody that gets cold quite easily. I would say it's unreasonable to bring like a thick jacket in this instance, but probably for you that feels like kind of like a safety item that make you more comfortable. But if you think a little bit deeper about it, could you get away with, instead of that thick jacket as well as your thinner jacket, to just wear a cardigan and then put your thinner jacket out on top? That would create the same effect. Maybe you're going somewhere for like a weekend trip, you check the forecasts, it's not going to rain, but you still want to bring a rain jacket or like waterproof pants, or maybe you're going somewhere ice cold and you're wearing swimming pants. You get the point, right? These are things that make you feel safe. This pile, once you have separated this out, this is the pile that goes completely, and this is the pile that makes your bag unable to close. Now, I want to calm you down a little bit. So here's the calming part of all of this. Almost everything in that pile you can buy at your destination if you ever actually end up needing it. So whether it's a t-shirt, an extra charger, toiletries you forgot, stores exist everywhere around the world. Therefore, people stress about this far more than they need to. The things that you truly cannot replace, like your medication, your passport, glasses, essentials, they're usually tinier, and they're generally not the items that keep your bag from shutting. Now, once you have eliminated pile 3 entirely, then take a look at pile number 2, the maybes, and ask the question for each item. Did I wear something like this on my last trip? And if the honest answer is no, then it should probably go back in the closet. But you have some freedom here to decide. Once you have gone through pile 2 here, now I want you to repack pile 1 along with what you kept from pile 2. You can try to roll up the garments instead of folding it flat as well, and tucking, for example, your socks and underwear into the shoes, and that's going to help fill up some like open space around the edges and such. So what you're going to see here is that the bag closes on the first try, and that gets you out of trouble here today. So I want to be honest with you about why you ended up having to sit down on your suitcase in the first place, because this will keep happening until you fix the root cause. So you ended up here because the cutting happened at the very end, while under pressure, instead of just doing this throughout the process or the beginning, which would be a lot more calm. The people who never have this problem are not packing less than you, they're just packing in order. And order is the whole thing here. You pick the right bag first, then you map out your trip, and then you build out your set of clothes that all work together for your trip. Layer it, and only then do we actually put it into the bag. By the time your bag is open and in front of you, the deciding is already done, so there is nothing left to cut really. Maybe an item of two. But their bag generally closes, no problem. There's usually some space to spare as well. So it's not really luck or anything, it's just going through a sequence. And that sequence is what I teach in my space-saving travel packing method. So I have hundreds of travelers who have gone through it, and the most common thing they tell me after they're done throughout this process is that they finally packed less, but actually that they felt more prepared as well, because I actually packed stuff that I actually needed, right? So it's a short 10-step process with a printable workbook. It takes under 2 hours from start to finish, and you can run through it and be packed before bed tonight. It's currently $67. If you tap the link under the video, you get a little bit of a discount there, which is less than one checked bag fee. And you know what? If you don't like it, just shoot me an email within the first month and I'll refund you entirely. So if you're tired of packing being the worst part of every trip, the full method is in the first link under the video in the description, and it's also pinned in the top comment from me under this video. Hope this was useful, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.